Hello, everybody. Welcome to the beginnings of greatness, aka TBOG. TBOG. And my name's Matt Rhodes. Look me up on Facebook, Scrap Iron. To my right is the lovely and talented Joey Livingston.
Thank you, Matt. I am the assistant to the guest host.
And you're one heck of an assistant to the guest host.
Oh, thank you. It's a very sweet thing to say.
Yes. So today's a good day.
And coming from you, it means even more.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
It makes me feel good in the cockles of my heart.
In the cackles of your heart.
The cockles of my heart.
The barnacles of your heart.
The hard crustaceans of my heart. Today's a great day. This week was a great week, I think.
Why?
It was sunny.
You just saying that? You're just making chit chat?
Yeah, I was making shit chat. Just a little shit chat. Shit chat. Toy boat. I've been practicing that. A little exercise.
Okay, let's hear it.
Toy boat.
Very nice.
Thank you. I've been
Very
practicing.
nice. Actual marked improvement.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It was good. It's been very, very, very busy.
Good.
Very busy.
Very, very busy.
Yeah. I wake up, I work, then I go to sleep.
Nice. That's the American dream.
That's how my days. No, I don't know that I've ever been confronted so much as I have this week with I'm working for money for what? So that I can work for money.
Right.
So that I can work.
I'm working for money so I can have money.
I need money
to
so I can work. Yeah.
American dream.
The circle of sludge.
The circle of capitalism.
Yeah.
The vicious circle of capitalism.
You know, something else that I was thinking about this week is the death of the uniform.
Of the uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah. If you rewind time to, 1950, say, pretty much everybody had a uniform that suited their job.
Like milkman.
The milkman is probably the first thing that comes to most people's mind.
Right.
The postman,
Mm-hmm.
with his shorts and his black shoes and his
Little socks.
the
socks.
gray ironed uniform.
The hat.
Yeah.
The
ice cream man with his white shirt
yeah.
and pants.
Yep.
And paper cap.
Mm-hmm.
And IBM with their black suit and ties.
Yeah. And now they're going casual. They're just dressing like hippies.
Yeah, slowly over time, everything has gone casual almost.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this because I was out walking and there was a post truck coming down the road and the guy in it had like some pink shorts and a green shirt. Just something, just whatever he wanted to wear that day.
Yeah. Hey, loose as a goose, man. I'm just delivering mail. Hey, nothing to worry about here.
I imagine that IBM has gone the same direction. I mean, except for your upper management, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't imagine that they require everybody to wear a suit and a tie.
Right. I heard about. I think is it Facebook. It's some kind of big tech company. They're having instead of casual Fridays, since they're always casual, they're having formal Mondays or formal Fridays where they dress up in suits and dress up like,
this is where?
Like professionals. Some big company. I think it may be Facebook, but it's some big like tech.
That can't
company.
possibly be. Every one of those tech companies out in Silicon Valley are just a group of hippies building software.
Right.
They don't. But their dress code is like "Don't be naked."
Right, but they want to implement a day of formal attire.
Oh, I see.
One
so
day
it's
instead
the
of instead of casual
non-casual Friday.
Right, it's called formal Friday or formal Monday.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. where they dress up like big boys.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But I was thinking that this is a good thing. What do you think?
I think it is too, because with everyone wearing the uniforms and all that, it's kind of like you're a drone. Just
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the era where everybody had to wear a uniform for whatever they did, whatever company they represented. I think it gave the average consumer the perception that when they looked at that person, they weren't looking at a person; they were looking at a cog in a machine.
Right.
And it also gave a perception that this was that as a machine that they were going to experience from this person some form of perfection. That when they interacted with the postman, that postman was going to do the things that the postal service does, and only those things, and he was going to react in a way that the postal service reacts, and in every way he represented the postal service.
Right.
And the postal service operated on policies and made decisions based on policies. And it was a very binary thing. It wasn't a human being acting out of their daily experiences and sometimes even their emotions.
They're treated like tools, basically, just a tool.
And when that uniformed person,
don't be a tool.
Do what?
I was telling the audience, don't be a tool.
Oh, right.
Just don't be a tool, guys.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Very good. So when that uniformed person failed to meet those expectations, the backlash from the average consumer was high.
Right. They called the Triple B real quick.
Yeah,
Better Business Bureau.
It was appalling for a representative to make a mistake,
right.
and there would be some real anger there, and that is still there. That's still there today, but I feel like a lot of that is residual from the old days.
Right, like the 30s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah, I mean there still are companies that operate in a very in a way like everybody's in a uniform still. But let's see who is calling me.
Who is calling Joey?
That's our intern.
Joey? It's
Hello,
our
intern.
His name is Z. We call him Z Boy.
You are at the front door.
Like cheese boy.
Our intern is at the front door.
Well, I hear him. Yes.
He interrupted our
wow,
program.
He's loud. Oh my God.
First thing intern does, it be incredibly loud while we're broadcasting.
We're gonna get him up here to apologize.
Call and interrupt our program. Intern is not doing very well so far.
Dingleberry. Intern, I need you to come up here and apologize to our audience for being so loud and disruptive.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
I see you're out of uniform, intern.
Where's the uniform we made you pay for? Come here.
Tell everybody you're sorry for interrupting our show.
Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting the show.
Twice. Once when you called and once right now.
Oh, once when I called and once right now.
Okay, thank you.
It's a shame, intern. What a shame. Sorry to have to embarrass you in front of your company, intern, but it's the way we operate here.
Interns.
We don't tolerate stuff.
And he wasn't wearing his uniform. We made him pay for it. $32.99. He wasn't wearing his shoes for cruise. Are you wearing your shoes for cruise? Nope.
Are your shoes tied, intern?
Yeah, they're tied.
Why are you just like walking back up here like you?
Dr. Jones told me to say sorry again.
For what? What about this? What this time?
He wanted me to apologize again. Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting the show.
Okay, we forgive you. It's all good now. We're glad you made it.
We're very serious with intern. We have to be.
Serious.
We have to be.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Or he's just never gonna learn.
We can't let our hair down with him because he takes that inch and he makes it a mile.
Right. He'll just go right off track.
Yeah. He takes you let him stick his nose in the tent. He brings his whole body into the tent.
Yep. And that's just nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't have filth like that.
Yeah, we gotta have
running around
hygiene
the studio.
around
Yeah. We gotta have A plus hygiene, and our
That's right.
intern is
Filthy.
what a filthy boy. Anyways, guess what I brought with me?
I don't know that I want to.
This, my friend, is called a PSB7
It's a pocket radio.
ITC research device. It is a pocket radio. However,
But you're pretending that it's what?
However, it sweeps through radio frequencies at 1/10 of a second. Stays on each channel 1/10 of a second.
That's useful. Can you make it stop?
You can. And then they say through the white noise and through the electromagnetic field that you can talk with spirits, aka ghosts, aka entities.
Do what?
Right. You can talk
For a
to
10th of a second.
No. It sweeps through it for a 10th of a second, but their voices come across for like I captured one voice that lasted about 4 seconds, and that's quite a long time to be sweeping through channels that are only on air for 1/10 of a second. Say it's going, and you get a voice.
What was the voice saying? And I would walk 1,000 miles, and
I would walk 1,000 miles just to be that man
So
to
was it
walk
saying?
5,000.
If so, then you probably just got caught on one station.
and fall out at your door.
Door.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Na, 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 na.
Na, 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 na,
La,
na,
la,
na.
la, la, la.
Anyway,
Was that what it was saying?
no, I wish it would have.
Was it saying, hungry, I got hungry eyes? Was it saying that?
No, and it wasn't saying I'm a rocket man, burning out my fuse out here alone. Well, I think if we put this show on out into the public, we'll probably get sued by about 4 people.
Parody is legal.
That's true. All right. Anyways, you can talk to ghosts through this thing. I'm going to turn it on. Now. There's one right there.
Totally.
Oh,
What a gifted singing voice that ghost has.
That's the ghost of Frank Sinatra's butler.
I didn't believe you until now, but I totally.
All right, and now we shall do the sweep. All right. Are there any spirits who would like to talk with us out there?
Hello.
Did it say enter?
Huh?
Did they say enter? Ooh, that was Spanish. It was talking to William Torres. What's your name? William?
What?
Can you say Matt? I'm not getting good reception.
You have to get good reception in order for it to.
Well, the ghosts need good reception.
Why can't the
too.
ghost project its ghosty reception right into it?
Well, because they're sensitive. They got to work with good stations. All right, can you say?
Isn't this a little bit like throwing chicken bones onto?
She said dirt.
How many times have you done this?
I've done it quite a few times. I've probably had about 10 sessions with it.
Okay, people probably know. I don't know. You may have talked about this before. Okay, I was just joking about not knowing what it was before. But you have actually done this before.
Right.
We did it on your birthday.
Right.
Yeah, you forced me to endure like 3 sessions where we
Right.
tried to get ghosts to talk to us.
I forced like 12 people
It was
against their will.
It was grueling. I ended up having to lay down because I was dizzy from the exasperation.
Sometimes when you're around paranormal energy, it can cause you to be nauseous and dizzy.
Yeah, sometimes when you're bored out of your skull, also the same thing can happen. But here's the thing. Okay, I've seen you do this like 15 times now, and out of all the times that you've done it, I have not heard a single thing beyond just a couple of syllables that happen to combine. Now, what is this? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm not trying to disrupt you, but this is an electromagnetic field detector. And while you was talking, I just wanted to see if we was...
This is a studio full of electronic equipment.
But check it out.
That creates all kinds of magnetic fields.
But check it out. We're on a single green light right now.
I'm going to stick my phone upside.
That means it was not Marshall's phone that night. It was an entity that night on my birthday.
Hold on.
I'll stick my phone up to it too.
Look at that. Starting to dance.
It ain't doing nothing.
It is. It is.
Y'all see it.
Watch
home.
this. Watch this. I'm gonna make a call to Matt. Stick your phone up to it. All right.
Hey, I'm gonna decline it. I want you to hear my new voicemail.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, I think I might have deleted your number. Oh, I deleted your number a few weeks ago.
All right, hold on.
I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Okay. Now look at that. It's going nuts.
oh, it's because you're calling.
I know. It's creating a magnetic
Marshall
field.
wasn't calling anybody that night.
But it was still trying to contact the tower.
Well,
I thought you were going to show me your ringtone.
well, you hung up right away.
It went dingle, dingle,
Not
dingy,
my
dingy,
ringtone,
dingy,
my
dingy.
my voicemail. Call
Oh.
again and put it on speakerphone. I think you'll like it. It's a good one. It throws people off track. Yeah, it's jumping. There's a ghost amongst us. So if I hit decline, it'll go straight to...
Go to speakerphone. So, well, no. Yeah. Okay, let me put mine on speakerphone. Okay, hold on. All right, now decline it.
People think it's an old lady, and then they don't leave me a message.
Or a small child.
Yeah.
Leave a message. Hello.
Should be like, Uncle Matt, why are you making me do this?
Put the gun down, Uncle Matt.
I apologize in advance. Anyways, this is an EMF detector, and they say ghosts are made of... They're either made out of electromagnetic fields or use it as a tool to make stuff happen and talk. So while you were talking, I wasn't trying to disrupt what you're saying. I was just trying to see if we were getting any ghosts.
Fascinating. Let's get back to the pocket radio that you have there. Okay, that doesn't work.
Research device.
Okay, so it goes every 10th of a second. It switches to a new station. Okay, there are only a certain amount of sounds that a human being can make. Okay, and language is made up of combining those sounds to make words. And out of all of the sounds that you can make, if you just start making a bunch of random ones, eventually the human ear is going to hear one of those words, especially if they're one-syllable words like Matt. Like all we would have to hear is that radio go like that, and you go, oh, it said my name. It said my name, Joey.
Oh, you know you heard it.
What did say Joey, and the radio goes, it said it. Oh.
Well.
And I have sat here doing this with you for I've probably seen you do it 15 times, and every single time I have not heard anything significant. It's just syllables combined. Like what are you going to do it 1,000 times, and then like the 1,000th time happens to be the time that all the syllables combine to state the first 3 numbers of your phone number, and you're going to flip out and you're going to say, "See, ghosts are real."
No. Once it says like hello, I'm a ghost and I want to talk to you. Then I'm like, oh, snap.
No, but you've been saying "oh snap" when it says that its name was Doug. What's your name? I said Doug. I said Doug.
The other day I was doing a session, and then I had this out too. All right, I was at my house, and I was in an area where there was no computers or anything like that, and I had my cell phone in a different room.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to the people. I was gonna say talking on the phone, talking to the ghosts, and I said, what I say? I said, "Are you here to scare us?" And then clear as day.
I said,
Nope. No, no, I'm not. That's what it said. It said, no, clear. No, I'm not. I was like, oh, snap. We got something going on. But
then you're like, then why am I crapping my pants?
why is there poop running down my leg?
Can you explain this to me, Ghost? Why there is poo-poo on my leg?
Tell me, Monsieur Ghost, why am I having a panic attack and peeing in my pants? But just for S's and G's, let's get serious and have a serious session.
I can't possibly take this seriously.
All right, if there's any spirits out there who'd like to talk with us, we're about to talk. All right, is there anyone out there who would like to talk with us?
Hello.
I know you heard that.
Yeah, I heard that.
heard hello.
Uh-oh.
Can you tell us your name?
Edith.
Ooh, I know you heard. I know you heard Edith.
Yes, two sounds. Combined.
Sounded just like Edith, dude. Okay, what is this man's name with the glasses?
Joy.
Oh,
That's weak.
dude, you heard that junk. You heard Joey.
You were up on the stations like the 107, like where there's people talking.
But it was so clear. It's like, all right, what would be a good question for them to answer that would satisfy you?
What's my what was my address as a child?
Which one?
Oh, listen, which one? Which address?
Me.
When you were living with your grandmother?
You heard that, grandmother.
Weak sauce. I mean, it doesn't even. I mean, all of these sounds are coming together to be wrong. Wrong answers.
I don't think so. What is this man? What is Joey's last name?
Livingston.
Oh, dude! Oh, you're trying to cover it up
Livingston.
now. It said Livingston. Clear as a bell.
Timothy
What are there, like
Livingston.
20,
Oh,
like 27 possible sounds that the mouth can make?
Your wife's
What are the odds
name
that it's
is
gonna-
Monica.
Oh, listen.
Children.
Ah!
Gavin, Rachel.
I'm getting scared now, dude. You heard that. Rachel, Gavin, Livingston. Said your wife's name.
You'll believe anything.
Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola, Florida, dude. It just said it.
You drive a white Malibu.
Do you drive-
Wife, blue Monte Carlo.
It just said what you and your wife drive, dude.
First of all, my wife drives an Impala. Proof positive. Goes to.
Oh, you're making a big deal of an Impala and a Malibu. They look the same.
I'm a woman ghost. I don't know makes and models.
It's a woman ghost, see? They don't know about cars.
This. I mean,
What?
Your radio is like chicken bones, like chicken bones thrown in your face.
Did you enjoy drawing all day yesterday?
I didn't draw all day yesterday. I drew for most of yesterday. I took a nap. I did other things.
The little boy swinging over the banister was cute.
Did you draw that?
Did I draw what?
A little boy swinging
I heard.
over.
Yeah.
Did Joey draw a little boy over swinging on a banister?
Yes.
Yes. You heard that.
I heard a sound.
Female ghost, what is your name?
Edith.
See, last time it said something different.
No.
It said
Nah. But this is clear. Now do you believe?
First time it was Eden. This time it was Beateth.
Edith, how did you die?
Strangled.
Edith, who strangled you?
My paramour.
What?
Who? I didn't hear that, Edith.
Paramour.
It's just
Is that a rock group?
evidence that ghosts are fake.
Okay,
Can't even
Edith.
answer the question clearly.
Edith, thanks for talking with me and Joey.
Yeah.
Much respect.
Thanks. Hold on, let me talk to it.
Say hello to Ian for me, Timothy.
They can't understand you.
You mock what you don't understand.
Oh, that's a warning, dude. I'd be scared if I
A
was
bunch of
Tonight,
sounds
this
combining.
3:15 a.m. you will be visited.
Oh, you're gonna be visited. Oh, snap.
I am not Pentecostal.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
You're welcome, Timothy.
Edith, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for speaking with us.
Okay,
Say hello.
Matthew.
Say hello to Jimi Hendrix. Tell him he's cool, super cool.
Peace out.
Do you know Jimi Hendrix?
Yes, he did make it to heaven regardless of what Jerry Falwell said.
That's how we know that ghosts don't exist, because I mean everyone says they know Jimi Hendrix. You know, every liar says that they know Jimi Hendrix personally.
Well, that is true. Do you know Jimi Hendrix?
Yes, he is cool.
Proof positive, bro.
I have a T-shirt.
I think I've finally convinced you.
They even got the T-shirt. I think you did convince me, because everybody does say they know Jimi Hendrix and they're liars.
Ghosts are fake. Bye.
Bye, Edith. We love all of y'all.
Love you, scrappy boy.
Ghosts. Ghostbusters.
You gotta stop.
So
you gotta let go of this stuff, dude. I know you want something to be true, but just because you really, really want something doesn't mean it is. But
I will tell you this story. I was about 6 years old, okay, by myself in the living room watching TV. No. I must have been 11, because my great-grandmother had died when I was 10. It was a year after she died. Okay. And you know how balloons, helium balloons, when they get, after they've been around a while, they'll kind of hover in midair.
Yep.
And it was just circling around me while I was watching TV.
Gotcha.
Circling. I wasn't paying attention to it. Then it stopped right in front of me. Dead right in front of me. And then my great-grandmother's face appeared in the balloon. Clear as crystal. Scared the crap out of me.
how reflective was this balloon, and how much do you look like your great grandmother?
I don't look anything like her. She had gray hair and old, 80 years old. But
life has been cruel to you. How old were you?
I was 11. I hadn't been so messed up by life yet. No, life is good. I love life. Anyway, what sealed the deal? You're gonna make our audience think of some type of depressed freak. Anyway, what sealed the deal for me is the next day, the same balloon, my grandfather was sitting in a chair, the same balloon came by, stopped right by him, then went instead of going over the furniture, it went around the furniture, and it went to the window and looked out the window. Then it turned back around.
Picked up a cigarette. Lit the cigarette.
Then it came by. Then it went by him again, stopped right by where he was.
Check the fridge.
Speaking of the fridge, that's where it ended up at. The balloon could only get this high, and then all of a sudden it was on top of the refrigerator. Ghosts of my dead great-grandmother. Proof positive. But I don't have a good segue for this topic that I do want to talk about before we run out of time. 4:33. It's 33 minutes past an hour of wherever you may live.
Do you know what you do when you don't have a good segue? You make up a bad segue. Well, that was the worst. By the way. I mean,
I just did.
Good job if that's. But you know what's the topic you want to talk about? I'll teach you how to do a bad segue.
All right. I want to talk about prayer. Like
Okay.
Like real prayer. Prayer.
All right. So, well, I mean, there's some obvious segues that you could have made. That like we're talking about spirituality, ghosts, spiritual. You know, there's an easy way to transition there.
Well, now since we're talking about fake ghosts, let's talk
but a
about
bad
prayer.
segue would have been speaking of prayer.
Speaking of stuff you think's fake, let's talk about prayer.
I don't think prayer's fake.
All right.
This is making up stuff about me.
What do you think about prayer? Are we just praying? Are we just talking to ourselves in our head, or are we actually communicating with God?
Well, I mean, it does bring up some good questions that I have in my own head about God. Like I have questioned the whole notion lately of if you know if this creator can just read our mind all the time. Like, does God
Right.
know everything that we think all the time?
Yeah.
And if he does, isn't that a little invasive?
Creepy, yeah. Real creepy.
Yeah, because I mean, everybody has thoughts, all kinds of thoughts.
Right.
You know,
Private thoughts.
There isn't a person on this earth that hasn't had a thought cross their mind that they wouldn't want anybody to know about.
Right.
You know, and I
Let me
think
tell
that
you 8 of mine.
I think I think I'm entitled to my privacy.
Right.
You know, I mean, just because a thought crosses my mind doesn't mean that represents who I am, except that I'm a human being that brainstorms.
But is it just any thought you want private, or is it the shameful thoughts that you want private that you don't want God to know about?
Well, I mean, there are all kinds of thoughts, not just the naughty ones, but also thoughts about my my relationship with my wife, or my plans to kill you,
I think God
or my
I'd want God to know
or
about
my financial affairs,
right.
all kinds of things that I
So you
would like to be private.
You wouldn't want God to know about your financial.
Well, I mean, obviously,
or
if God
your
can read my mind,
relationship.
He doesn't tell anybody. He doesn't tell. He doesn't like, hey man,
He might be telling everybody
Joe's
up in
planning to
heaven.
kill you. You gotta run. You gotta run.
But he might be telling everybody up in heaven,
He might be.
"Yo, you
check out what this guy.
you
just
remember?
thought.
Listen to this. This guy just thought about riding an elephant naked through downtown Pensacola
No,
while
see, how did you know
throwing
that? How did you know that?
monkey poop at everybody." It's true.
Yeah, Christopher Hitchens called those thought crimes. He said that God that the God of the Bible is one who knows our every thoughts and convicts us of thought crimes. And I thought, when he said that, I thought, is God really like that? You know, first of all, I don't think that He convicts us of thought crimes, but does He invade our mind so that He, you know, can know everything that we're so that He knows everything that we're thinking? Does He care
Right.
about everything? I mean, I'm not saying that God doesn't care, but I'm saying, like, I don't care about everything that my son thinks about. Like, even if I could read his thoughts, I don't know that I would want to just sit there and be like, what's he thinking?
Yeah, that'd be
You know?
crazy. That'd be crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you saying because maybe he doesn't do that he likes for us, or she would, creator, God would like for us to tell him about the thoughts we want him to know about?
Well,
Is that why we pray?
let's take a quick small tangent and let's talk about just earlier we were talking about mentalists. Just briefly, the word was mentioned before the show started. Do you remember?
I do.
You know what a mentalist is?
It's a TV show about that dude who.
Well, that's the name of a show that where the main character is a mentalist.
Is it like a profiler? FBI
a mentalist
profiler?
is somebody who has a gift with perceiving who somebody is, what they're about, possibly even what they're thinking in a given moment, just by looking at them, and they may even speak with you and gather things from what you're saying that most people would not gather. And if they explain to you how they arrived at their conclusions, those explanations would likely be reasonable, but not something that would necessarily cross your mind.
Right.
And they demonstrate how much a human can know about another person just by reading, just by watching them, just by observing their physical appearance, their behavior,
Right.
the way that they respond to things. How much more we can know about people than the average person does.
Yeah.
Okay, and a lot of these guys are perceived as being mind readers, like psychic, and they don't really have psychic powers. They just are able to perceive in a way that's beyond the understanding of most people.
Right. They just got they just got a gift they've learned, crafted.
Yeah. This gift of observation and deduction makes them sometimes appear to the average person as if they're just mind readers.
Right.
Okay, and also possibly even mind controllers, because some of these people have the power of suggestion to where they can get people to do things that that person might not otherwise do, just through the power of suggestion.
Yeah.
Okay, so my point is, if a human being can be that perceptive, how much more could God, the creator of all human beings, really, really, really smart guy, just know what we need, know what we're thinking, know what we're going through, and understand that just by observing our life in a given moment. Is prayer really me thinking something and my language somehow telepathically transmitting into the spirit realm, or is it a creator observing his child and knowing what he needs before he asks for it?
Right. Exactly. So, is there even a need to pray? Do you pray?
Well, yes, I do. And what I'm saying is, prayer is different things to different people. To some people, it's saying what you want and asking for what you want.
Right.
To other people, it's just talking to God.
Mm-hmm.
To other people, it's just stopping and just thinking in a deep manner for a while. It might be equal to meditation in a sense.
Right.
Right. But
some people get crazy with it. Like they'll pray like 24/7. They'll be like walking down the road, say a cuss word like, "Oh Jesus, please forgive me." Keep on going. Take some beer.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, please forgive me, Jesus.
But if prayer is just saying in your mind, if you say that prayer is just saying in your mind what you want and asking God for it.
I'm not saying it.
Okay, but some people do.
So some people do.
Yeah. So I'm saying if
greedy,
that is certainly a form of prayer. It's a valid form of prayer, because lots of people use that term prayer in that way. That's what they mean by it. Ask God and you shall receive.
Right.
Okay. So I'm saying if that's what it is, and if God is that perceptive, which he certainly, would be if he's way smarter than we are.
Right. He should.
Then God does hear our prayers. Mm-hmm. Not in the way that might satisfy our simple way of looking at it.
Right.
But our minds certainly do think about what we want, and God is a father who wants to do good to his children. So it answers the question why we don't always get what we want, because sometimes what we want is not the best thing for us.
Right.
Sometimes what we want just isn't. It's not in our cards to have.
Mm-hmm.
But we have been, we've been given a world that has good things for us,
Right.
and bad things as we might perceive it, coming our way all the time.
Right.
So
Yeah. So I was thinking today, like people ask God, like, heal them, heal somebody else. Dear Lord, please heal this person. They're sick. Blah blah blah. But do you really have to say that, or because God already knows that, or
Right.
or does that just make the person feel good, or is it unhealthy for a person to be doing that?
I think it's a comfort blanket. I mean, you want to do something whenever a loved one is hurting,
Right.
and sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Right.
And I think it helps the people going through those experiences to just express what they want in that moment.
Right. I guess it's kind of like a therapy type
Yeah.
of thing. They just get it off their chest.
I don't think it's wrong or unhealthy to say I want my loved one to be better. I want them to be healthy. I want them to be healed.
Right.
I think it is unhealthy to believe that whatever you ask for is going to happen, is going to come true.
Right.
Because that isn't the reality.
And it's unhealthy that if you don't ask, that it's not going to happen.
Right.
Yeah. So it's
I think that you need to understand that everybody has a time that they're going to pass on, that their body is going to give out, and they're going to go on. And for each person, it's going to happen in a different way.
Yeah.
Some people quickly, some people slowly, and suffering is a part of the human condition.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think that you can escape it just by saying, I want to escape it,"
Right.
then you're in for a lot of disappointment, because that isn't the world that God has created for you.
Right. You're in for some a rude awakening.
Right.
Like if you think you're gonna like if a dog is headed for you and he's gnawing at your kneecap, God, get this dog off my damn kneecap.
And God's going to be like, "I was about to," but then you
Right.
said a cuss word.
You're gonna have to. God's gonna say you're gonna have to use your own hands, buddy, and get that dog off your kneecap.
Yeah, I
Because
think that's a really good
if you
point.
think God's gonna kick that dog off your kneecap,
Yeah,
He's not going to.
that's a really good point, and it's a metaphor for the way that a lot of people deal with these situations. There are people out there that are gifted to heal. They're called doctors.
Right.
And no, they're not perfect, and no, they don't always do everything right, but they're more qualified to treat you than you are,
Right.
or your neighbor is, or the preacher is. And a lot of people believe that they don't need doctors; they just need to have faith in God and
that's
pray.
sad. That's sad.
And
real sad.
God works through each other.
Right.
I
Through
believe that.
human
I believe
beings.
that God works through you to benefit me, and vice versa.
Teach you about ghosts and all types of stuff.
Right. Well, that's the devil. But
That's the devil, little boy.
so to discard everything that doctors have been gifted to do in this life, and
Right.
just to say, well, God, get the dog off my knee. I think that's a really great analogy, and not do anything about it with the hands that He's given you, or reach out to somebody else with the hands that they've given them for help.
Right.
You're being stupid.
That's correcto mundo. Yeah, I feel sorry for those people who they'll have cancer or something like that, or some disease. Like I ain't seen no doctor. I'm praying to
trusting
God.
God, trusting in the Lord.
I'm trusting God's gonna heal me. You'll see.
He healed me just now. Tumor's gone.
And he had a very beautiful wake. The funeral was nice.
He believed to the end. What faith!
What a faithful young man.
What a trusting! That guy really trusted in God. Hated to see him die.
Those were some beautiful flowers, weren't they, Karen? Yeah, they sure were. Oh, who sent that big bouquet of daffodils? What time we got?
That was his doctor.
That was his doctor he never saw because he didn't trust him. Well, I think our time's about up unless you want to do one more session before we go.
I think that we debunked that when the
Ooh.
what was it? Oh yeah, the supposed ghost claimed to know Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Everybody in there.
Everybody knows
Everybody in their
Jimi
dog
Hendrix.
knows Jimi Hendrix.
Can't fool us, Edith.
Edith.
If that is your real name. Edith. Maybe she was British. Edith. Hello, my name's Edith.
Edith. Before we go, I just want to say to you.
All right, everybody. We love you all. We'll see you next time. Keep talking to them ghosts over there, and let me know what you catch. Give me some evidence so I can prove this man wrong.
Keep on T-bogging.
Get on T-bog and send us your evidence. Your evidence. Without we T-bog.
Now's the time when you close the curtain, crew member. He's so bad at this.
Oh, man. Horrible, horrible man. All right, we love you guys. See you next time.
He doesn't even look like he's trying back there.
He's not even moving.
I think he's eating.
He's talking to Edith. Let's go T-bogging down.
He just couldn't catch up on